Oh no! The tricks and treats are done. I got a rock. We're all thankful for our retro computers, obviously, and you might be wondering what comes next. Well, it's not hashtag Merry Jankmas. And a Jankcember to remember sounds like I'm selling used cars or something. That's not what it is. Oh, I know what it is. Welcome to hashtag Dosscember here at Smartphone Fanatics HQ. It's actually just me and Archie the cat. Hello everyone, I'm Alan Gracia, and all month long we'll be working on the granddaddy of the modern PC, the OG Big Blue PC. I'm talking about none other than this IBM 5150 PC from 1981. Actually, technically, this one is from 1985 based on the date codes and the pamphlets on the power supply. But still, the OG IBM 5150. And we're going to be looking at it all Dosscember long here on the channel. So grab a cup of hot chocolate, sit back and relax, and let's kick off this Dosscember and start it off right with the IBM original PC. Okay, we have the 5150 here on the desk, and it is pretty much in the same state that we saw it back in the first video when I did the welcome home video for the IBM 5150. And you might remember, here's the badge that says 5150. Here's the power supply, keyboard, cassette, obviously power supply. This cool power supply, power in. And then there's an accessory out, which would go up to a 5151, I believe it is, monitor. I don't have that. We'll be doing something a little janktastic later this month. So we have this. It is the Model B that I said earlier in the intro from around 1985. And then we have the two expansion cards in here. One is the floppy controller, and then one is memory expansion, which has, I believe this is CGA and mono out. So we'll be taking a little bit look at those a little bit later in the month of Dosscember. I have two additional video cards we can try loading in here to see if we can get this working with a modern LCD over VGA. That's going to be a stretch goal this month. But let's get this thing open so we can get the power supply out and serviced. So we'll start by getting the two screws. There should be 5 that hold this in, but right now there's just the 2. So we'll get those out. All right. And then we'll turn the computer around and the cover will slide off towards the front of the computer. So here we are. And this should just slide off. Hopefully we don't break anything. Okay. And here we have the 5150 with its cover off. All right, with the cover off and everything repositioned on the desk, we have the 2 cards that are in here and the power supply and a floppy drive. We got to take some of this stuff out to get the power supply out. So let's get to that. We'll start with the floppy drive. So we'll take power off, or the data cable off. Here's the video card. So we can see, is there a part number? I would presume nothing on the back here of interest. So yeah, this looks like it's just the floppy controller card. And with that out, we can move the cables to the side. I'm going to go ahead and leave the memory expansion, or excuse me, the video card in here. So I don't think we're going to need to pull that at the moment. And let's see, we obviously need to disconnect this Molex cable, and then it's hard to see, but in here there's the two connectors for the AT style. They're just going to come out. Important safety tip from Alan's past: when you're dealing with these old style power supplies, the P8, P9, the two black cables have to go in the middle. That's really important, because if you do this and you plug it in, you're going to be in for a world of hurt. That would not be good. No bueno, as they might say, the kids today. Anyway, okay, so the two motherboard connections are out. The Molex connector for the floppy drive is out. We've got the controller out so that it's not causing any problems. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the power supply, and then this will just slide forward, and then we'll be able to lift it out. So let's go ahead and do that. One, two, three, and last one, 4. All right, those are out. It should, oop, there it goes. And then we can just lift it out. Easy peasy. With the power supply removed from the 5150, the next thing to do is that we're going to have to remove a couple screws from the case here to get it out. But let's just take a quick look at this power supply. So this is an OEM IBM power supply. It's IBM part number 6447195 with model number part 11933. We see the date code here of 1985, November 22. Its serial number is 0741. We can see the DC output as 63.5 watts. Okay, important time. I don't know what I'm doing. This is for entertainment value only. I'm going to open up this power supply. We're going to take a look around. We're even going to potentially do some stuff with it for entertainment purposes only. I don't know what I'm doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you shouldn't be doing anything you see in this video on your own. Okay, buyer beware. With all that legal disclaimer out of the way, let's get this thing open and take a look at what's going on inside. By the way, I don't know if you can see this or not. These are the annoying Torx bits that have that little security divot in here. So the screwdriver we're using for this is flip it around a little bit, is a Torx T15H. So that's the, oops, you guys can't see it. That's the security bit that's on this particular screwdriver head. All right. We'll put the screws off to the side. Actually, why don't we put the screws over here so I don't lose them? And there's a couple of these that have to come out. There's 2 along the top. 3 along the top. And there's 2 on the side here. Okay. Now this top piece should just come off. It should just come off. Oh, I'm missing another screw. I guess I have a few screws loose, not all of the screws loose. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, there we go. And the fan is connected. Wow, this is really gross and disgusting inside. So, the good news is there doesn't seem like anything exploded here. Maybe. Let's take a closer look. Let's first get this piece off of here. Get a closer look at that that label if I can get it in focus. There you go. So we can see it's IBM part number 6447195 with a date code of 851122. So, okay, this is apparently the original power supply. Oh, and that fan is pretty disgusting looking. Oh boy. Okay. Put that aside. Take a look at the actual power supply here. This is looking pretty nasty in here. Look at that. That is just gross. But these caps don't feel erupted. That's good. Get this sticker off. These caps look okay too. Just taking a quick peek here. I think you can see that's still in frame. Okay, so it's gross as all get out, but there doesn't appear to be any cap juice on here. These are Elena caps, E-L-N-A, Elena caps. I don't know. Same for these green caps here as well. So they don't look like they've leaked at all. So, sorry about the shake cam there. Turn on some lights so you can actually see in there. Yeah, so it doesn't look like those things have leaked at all. Take a look here. I don't see any reefa caps. I don't believe I see any reefa caps in here. Oh, there's a green cap hiding back here. How's that one look? I think it's okay. Anyway, I think this is going to be okay. I don't think anything. That's not a reefa. Not sure what that is. I'll have to look it up. But the casing looks intact. Same thing, there's another one down in here. That casing, I mean, looks okay too. A couple of these disc things, I believe these are probably caps as well. And there are two fuses in there. And let's see if you can see the fuses and get them in the shot here. Yeah, there's two fuses down in here. And they look intact as well. So, I think after I clean this thing out, we can, there's a shot there, we can get in here and take a look. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 electrolytic caps here. They're all these green caps. They appear okay. And like I said, this thing looks dusty. There's the two caps here. Let's pull this sticker off. Ew. Those caps look like they were in good condition. Nothing in here seems to leak. The fuses look good. Yeah, I think we can go for turning this thing on once I get it cleaned out, of course, because that fan is just all sorts of disgusting. All right, so let me go clean it out, and we'll come back, and we'll try to turn it on. Hopefully we won't blow anything up. Okay, I've spent some time cleaning out the power supply, as you can see here. And I've done a decent job of getting it kind of clean. It's been really kind of disgusting and grungy, but put the sticker back on, cleaned out some of the boards, tried to clean out some of these wires. It's good enough, which means that's about as much effort as I'm going to put into this thing, since I'm going to put the lid back on and then plug it into a real dusty old computer. So, doing a visual inspection of these caps, we got the fuses, The caps down here, they all look good. So I'm going to go ahead and let's button this thing back up, and let's, oh, got some dust bunnies on here. Let's get this thing cleaned up, put together, and we'll put it back in the machine, and let's see if we can do a test with it. See how much trouble I get into turning this thing on for the first time in I don't know how long. All right, so let's do it. So I've also cleaned out the fans separately. It's mostly good enough, but like I said, we're shooting for good enough right now. So let's go ahead and we'll replug the fan cable. Get that in there. Make sure this this little grommet thing here is good to go. Tuck that in there safely. All right. Get our Torx screwdrivers and Torx screw. And let's button it up. Last two. There we are, back together, good as new. I think it's good as new. Switch that back up. Oh, that's a nice chunk of yeah, that sounds great. Keyboard ASMR's got nothing on chunk power supply switches. Okay, anyway, let me grab my multimeter, and then we'll plug this into the wall, turn it on, and see if I regret doing so. All right, be right back. Okay, I've added a couple things to the desk, and we'll take a look at what we got here. We've got the power supply. It's plugged into mains, and so that's main power. I've got the multimeter here set up in volts mode, so we can take a look at how many volts this thing is putting out. And then I have an old Seagate ST32155N. This is an old disk drive that I had used, well, as my games disk for Windows 2000 and Windows XP. It is many years old, and I've copied everything I needed off here. So it's a SCSI drive. It's old. It should draw enough power off the power supply to get this thing spun up and going. So let's go ahead and cable this up, wire it up. No more fooling around. Let's go ahead and test it. Remember, this is for educational, non-educational use only. Entertainment value, 100%. I don't know what I'm doing. This is the first time I'm playing with a power supply, so please do not use this as any instructional guide for maintaining a power supply. If you do not know what you're doing, you can get seriously hurt. So, with that in mind, got the hard drive plugged in, the CPU plugged into power. Let's go ahead, turn it on. 3, 2, 1. Okay, well, magic smoke hasn't appeared. The hard drive is spun up. Fans are going. So far, so good. Let's check some voltages, shall we? All right. We'll go black and red. Red. And taking a look at the multimeter. I think you can see that there. 5.19 volts. Looking pretty good. All right, let's swap this around a little bit. Put the red over here on yellow. Okay. 24.24 volts. Looking pretty good. I would say this power supply is working. Five volts. You can't see that. 5 volts. 5 volts. And we got there. 5 volts. And white is giving us another 5 volts. So that's looking pretty good. Switch this over to this other guy here, the P8 connector. Put that in. And working our way orange. 5 volts. 12 volts on yellow. Or is that blue? I think I skipped one. Nope, that one's not connected. Blue minus 11.9, so that's the minus 12 volt on blue. So that's looking pretty good. I think this power supply is good to go. And nothing exploded. So really glad about that. So let's quickly recap. It's Dosscember. This is an IBM 5150 OG PC from 1985, and we pulled out the power supply and serviced it. We opened it up, we cleaned it out, we put it back together, we tested it, and nothing blew up or caught fire, which is really good. So now we know that the voltages are good and this power supply is working well. On our next episode, we'll come back, we'll load it into the IBM PC, connect it up to the motherboard, and flip the switch and see what we get. From all of us here at Smartphone Fanatics, it's actually just me, thank you for watching. Have a merry Dosscember, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya. And let's kick off this Dosscember correctly. That was a little too much freelancing.